Hey everybody, how we doing tonight? I'm doing pretty well. I wanted to hop on here, just do a Bath and Body Works review today. This is a candle that's been getting a lot of attention recently. It is a new candle, but I've been seeing a lot of people have a lot to say about this one, and I pretty much got it because everyone else was getting it, so I wanted to try it out. And this is Salted Caramel Eggnog. Yes, only in the 3-wick candle, new for 2020 holiday. Don't know exactly the name of this collection. Gingerbread Marshmallow is also in this collection. Tis the Season. I can't think of the other ones off the top of my head. I just want to say I love the silver and gold packaging. It's kind of hard to tell on this camera, but some of the snowflakes have like a gold luminescence to it, and some have a silver lid and a gold on the bottom. I love silver and gold together, especially as a holiday theme. It just really reminds me of Christmas, and winter and metallics just go really well together, and snowflakes on the lid. It's a nice touch. The notes on Salted Caramel Eggnog are gooey caramel, fresh sea salt, dulce de leche, and sweet whipped cream. And interestingly enough, I think off the bat right away, there is actually no eggnog in the notes. But in the gingerbread marshmallow one, it had eggnog in the notes, which I thought was really peculiar, but really interesting at the same time. So, oh, and this candle's only in this collection, so there's just one. On cold, I think the real question here is, does this smell like eggnog? Because I actually mentioned in an older video about how candle companies aren't really doing eggnog candles, and I feel like they should. Eggnog is, in my opinion, still pretty popular. I get it every year. I'm a big fan. I have some in my fridge, actually. My fiance and I, we both are big fans of eggnog. And eggnog is one of those, like, holiday tradition foods and beverages. You got like fruitcake, candy canes, stuff like that. So I'm surprised that more companies don't have an eggnog candle out every year. I think Yankee did way back when, and Bath and Body Works had a hot butter rum eggnog a few years back. That was before I started getting into Bath and Body Works, so I don't really know much about that fragrance. But this is the only other eggnog candle that I know of from BBW. On cold, right off the bat, does it smell like eggnog? I'm gonna say no, which kind of bummed me out a little bit, but it does smell. You get a very strong salt. The salt in the salted caramel is the note that hits me right off the bat to begin with, and then the caramel, and then the cream note, which I guess could be a dairy component, which could, I guess, be considered eggnog-ish, but maybe not quite. It's good though. But you know what this actually reminds me more of? It actually reminds me more of like a buttered popcorn, which I think it should be called caramel popcorn, in my opinion. Because popcorn balls, I know that's more of a Halloween thing, but I can see that as being holiday at the same time. I know a few people who decorate with popcorn, like as garland, so it's not quite out there. I think it could have pulled off as caramel popcorn and still get that same level of attention. I mean, Jelly Belly has an amazing popcorn scent, so I feel like this could have been in the same wheelhouse, but yeah, it's the salted caramel is really strong in this, especially that salt. But the caramel is nice and sweet, and then I get like a creamy note at the end. There's a few candles that this reminds me of. However, I don't believe that this is a repackage. I think this is a genuine scent. I think this is a new scent from the company. I don't believe this is a repackage of something else. But there's 3 candles that kind of can relate to this. I have 2 of them here. The other one is kind of old and I don't have. But right off the bat, I think a lot of people would want to compare this to Caramel Drizzle, which is out this year. This is last year's. I don't have this year's, but it's in that cute spiced gingerbreads on it, crushed candy cane, tree farm. It's got like I think it has kitchen utensils on it. No, that's the snickerdoodle one. Oh, actually, I think I'm completely wrong. Yeah, I think I'm completely wrong. But I know it's available this year. I just don't have it because I already have this one. But Caramel Drizzle is sugarcane crystals, melted butter, and whisk sweet cream. And you do get like a creamy caramel, but there's no, that salt note isn't there, obviously. But um, the caramel in this is a little bit sweeter than this. So in my opinion, Caramel Drizzle, although they're both strong, I'll get to the throw after. I'll get to the throw later, but they're both strong. Caramel Drizzle is definitely more sweet than this one. And then when I started thinking of, oh, this could be like a popcorn fragrance in a sense. When I think of popcorn and Bath and Body Works, my first thought usually goes to Summer Boardwalk. I know that's completely different. We're talking summer now, but bear with me for a second. The notes on Summer Boardwalk are caramel glazed popcorn, warm taffy apple, salty sweet cream. So there's similarities. Like I just said, popcorn, there's popcorn in this. So that's actually the first candle that I thought of. But, so if you take the apples out of the equation, right, because I do get a lot of apple in Summer Boardwalk, I do get this like caramel sweetness in the cream for sure. However, the salt doesn't compare. Salted Caramel Eggnog has way more of a salt content than Summer Boardwalk. So I don't believe they're the same, but maybe they could have blended this with something else. I don't know. But I would say that they're kind of cousins in a sense, because I do get caramel in here. I get a little bit of salt, but not much. But if you like Summer Boardwalk, I can see you liking Salted Caramel Eggnog as well. But they're not the same. I want to stress that. They're not the same. But they're similar. Probably influenced by this fragrance. So, with that being said, the candle that I think that this compares the most to, but is not the same as, I don't have it here. I had it a long time. I think this came out 3 years ago? No, 2 years ago. Yeah, I think 2 years ago. And that is Salted Pretzel Milkshake. If you guys remember that fragrance. I think the banana milkshake was also in that collection. And that has notes. I don't have it on here. I see it online. It is creamy vanilla ice cream, salty pretzel bits, and gooey chocolate drizzle. And I compare that because I specifically remember getting the salt first from that candle. Just like this one. When you first smell it, you get the saltiness of it, the salt level of it. And Salted Pretzel Milkshake, it was the same thing. You got the salt first. The only really difference that I would say, I think this one is more creamy. Is again with like maybe that dairy component in there. It's definitely more creamy and obviously more caramel-esque. Whereas Salted Pretzel Milkshake, it was chocolate. So if you took this, replaced it with chocolate, I think this would be Salted Pretzel Milkshake. And I had a couple other people agree with me on this one, but this is more of a sweeter caramel version of Salted Pretzel Milkshake. That's my hypothesis. That's my theory. But yeah, that's in terms of the scent. But I do enjoy it. I'm about halfway done with it. I am enjoying the candle. I did soot it a little bit. I didn't trim them, but whatever. Throw, I would have to give this maybe a 7.5 to an 8. It is a strong throw. I had this going in my kitchen. I think this is a great kitchen scent. But if you want this in an open concept area, it might be more like a 6 or 7. But the throw is definitely there. This isn't a light candle. This is on the stronger side. If you really like your sweet scents, caramel scents, foodie, creamy scents, this is definitely in your wheelhouse. I kind of got it out of a whim. I originally wasn't going to get this one. I pretty much got it just because it's been so popular with everybody else, and I wanted to review it. So, but I'm not disappointed in it. I am going to finish it. I probably will finish it by the end of this month, to be honest. By no means, though, do I consider this a holiday scent. I think they just put the eggnog on there just to make this out in holiday 2020, but by no means is this an exclusively holiday candle. You could burn this all year round. Kind of like how, Caramel Drizzle I burn all year round, too. Even, like, butterscotch toffee, those other, like, caramel foodie scents, you can burn those all year round. I actually really enjoy burning those kind of scents after Christmas, from January and February, because like Valentine's Day in February, I'm all about like chocolate and caramel and all those scents, because that's what I associate Valentine's Day with, chocolate and candy. Of course you would, right? But yeah, this is a really nice scent. Not necessarily an eggnog candle, but I'm enjoying it nonetheless. So I don't know if I would buy another one. If I see it at SAS, I might pick another one up. I do enjoy it enough where I would buy this again. I'm not sure if this is a candle that will come back next year. Maybe if it becomes really popular and, you know, more people are buying it, it will come back. Just like Pink Fairy Gumdrop did. That's back this year. So they definitely pay attention to that stuff. So yeah, I do recommend this candle though. Like, again, if you're a foodie person like I am, caramel, sweets, desserts, all that stuff, this is definitely in your wheelhouse. And if you're a little skeptical on the eggnog aspect of it, don't be worried. There's a cream note for sure, but it doesn't smell like eggy milk by any means. No, it's an enjoyable fragrance, and I do recommend it. So yeah. Have you guys purchased this candle? Have you smelled it? I want to know your thoughts and opinions. So thank you guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.